Hi, it is Thursday night and I'm back just like I said I'd be. But if you'll notice, I don't have Kaylee with me. And that's because this morning when I got down to work, she wasn't feeling very good. And by noon, she was running a fever. And so we took her to the clinic and she has strep. And she doesn't feel very good today. But I promised her if she would take her medicine and if she would do everything that her mom told her tonight, that we would make another video tomorrow. So that's what we'll do. But tonight we're going to talk a little bit about one of the medicinal herbs that I'm going to plant, but I'm also going to talk about a raised bed that I have and how special it is. So if you'll look behind me and see that right there, I one night, like most women that haven't learned their lesson yet, I got on Pinterest and I saw a garden bed that I really liked because it was a flower bed made out of a bed. And so I asked my husband if he would please do that for me, and sure enough he did. And I've painted it barn red, and it's one of my very favorite pieces, but usually I plant flowers in it. But I decided this year that I'm going to start planting these medicinal herbs, and so the herb that's going to go in this flower bed is Echinacea. And Echinacea, or purple cone, excuse me, purple coneflower, as most of you will probably know it as, is a really fun plant, and it is really super easy as long as you have it in full sun. It's super easy to grow. It doesn't have to have a lot of water. It will live in places that I never thought would live. I do have it in a couple of other places in my yard, but I thought this would be a great place for it to grow. And it puts out a nice purple pink flower on fairly large raised stems. And anyway, I'm kind of excited to put it here. And if you hold on just a second, I'm going to show you how we're going to plant it, but I'm also going to tell you a little bit about Echinacea. Okay, so I'm sitting out in the flower bed, literally. I do have some Echinacea plants out here with me right now. The one right there in that big black grow bag, that came from Trisha's house. And then I have some right here like that I started from seed, and then I think I've got one more here, whoops, that came from Trisha's house. But I decided not to go ahead and take them out of the 6-packs and transplant them into into the 4-inch peat pots, because I don't have time, I don't feel like. So I'm just going to directly transplant it from those little 6-packs into the flower bed. Now, Echinacea is a medicinal plant. It is a part of the daisy family, a member of the daisy family. The petals and the root are where you were going to get the majority of the medicinal benefit from that plant. And the things that it does, it's really good for the immune system, and both for infections and for viruses. And so then it also helps with anxiety. There are research to show that it can bring down blood sugar and help with insulin dependency, which I think is pretty cool. Also, I found an article that said that it can be beneficial for skin ailments like acne and eczema and wrinkles. So maybe I should try it. But anyway, I mean, we're going to grow this plant. I've had it in different places in my yard, and it's always a beautiful plant. It keeps coming back as long as it has direct sun, and it doesn't have to be overly watered. It's just a really nice plant for the type of area that I'm in the state of Utah. And so we're just going to get this. I've taken the bed, and I don't know if you can tell it or not, but I've put some of that soil additive to it, and I've also put some fertilizer in it already. And so I'm ready to just plant it. And it's going to be planted the same way that you plant any of these plants that we've been doing this last summer. Just dig you a good enough hole. Make sure that the ground all around it is really tilled up and soft and ready to go. Put your plant down there and then backfill it, and then give it a good drink after you're ready. So as soon as I get this in, I'll give you another look, and we'll see how this flower bed looks with flowers in it. All right, so that bed is planted, and you can tell that some of those plants back there are a lot bigger than the others. You can see that. And that one back there is a lot bigger. It's almost getting ready to flower. Look at that right there. But You know, I had a difficult time getting that out of the grow bag. I cut the grow bag out around it, but it still wasn't, the roots were not that stable in it, and so it'll be fine. I didn't hurt the root ball, and I put the dirt from the grow bag around it, so it'll be fine. But I'm kind of excited. It looks good to me. So now I'm going to go out and see what other things I can find to plant, which I'm sure I can find a lot, not a problem. If you guys like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It just makes me feel good in my heart that maybe you're learning something from me, and it gives me a reason to keep making videos. So until tomorrow, when Kaylee's better, let's get your hands dirty and put something in that garden.